everyone, and welcome back. Steven here with Kevin. We were working on top side control, controlling and not submissions, working on transitions. We focused on transitions to the mount. Now let's spend a little time focusing on how we can get to the back. So, best angle will probably be actually head towards the camera. So, again, we talked about as I'm passing the guard and I'm coming up for control, if I can get a near side underhook, say I'm just, in a double overs pass, and I start to work my way up. If I can get the side that my hips are on, so the left for my orientation, where my left arm is underneath Kevin's right arm as I come up high, this will make it, one, easier for me to force him to turn away if I want to force him to turn away. But on top of that, it creates a situation where he almost has to turn away and try to beat me to the punch. Because again, once I get under that arm and you get good solid grips, and then you have to work your head up towards the ground, there's so much pressure, it's miserable. So as I enter, this can make him want to rotate away. And as he goes to rotate away, the big issue becomes slowing him down, not letting him get away too fast. So a big part of this is me getting my chin to his shoulder line, and I'm using every part of my body, my chest, my arm, across his hips. As he goes to turn, I get my chin down, and with my hands, again, there are multiple grips. I will absolutely use just a regular seatbelt grip, meaning my underhook hand getting to my top hand. I really am a big fan of the gift wrap position, especially in no gi. But also, if we're here with the gi, using the lapels and literally getting like my cross grip, my cross choke grip already. Whatever I get, right, with in terms of a grip, I will make sure to bring my knee literally under his head. So when I'm in here, my knee will come under. I put like my elbow to my knee. My chin's only up so you guys can hear me speak, but really I would have my head low. And I have a couple options with the first hook. Generally, I will try to throw the hook in from here where I'll take my right leg, I'll lean forward and get my right foot to come right across into the hip line in here. Once it's in, I'm gonna lift up, Kev, just a little bit and take my left shin underneath his body here. And as I put my shin under, you can stay on the same side or roll over and get on his back. So I'm here, and here. And so if I get this underhook here, I turn him away, or he chooses to turn. If I don't have that underhook, number one, he still might want to turn. If he's gonna turn, the arm that would be on my hip line would have to get in between our bodies. Once I feel this arm get in between, I know he's going to rotate. As he rotates, I'm trying to slow him down and get my high hand over his shoulder line. If I could grab his lapel right away, I would. If not, I'm ready to connect with my grips. As he turns over, I'm here. Again, my underhook hand can connect. I could feed the arm, or I could go for the lapels. Whatever I get, however I grip, I take my top knee under his head. I bring the foot in tight. I'm gonna lean forward to throw my leg over. As I sit, I lift him up and roll from my left glute to my right. So sometimes people will turn in and expose their back, and a great opportunity to get to the back is when the person turns in and gets a underhook under your arm. So when I'm here with Kevin, as he turns to face me and his left arm goes underneath, number one, just like before, I have to slow him down. And I'm gonna do this with kind of my hand on his hip, like my palm on his hip. And the moment, again, I feel his weight coming up, I'm gonna take my outside leg, which would be down, as he turns in, I'm gonna step it up and bring my knee over his head and put it on the ground right behind his neck. So as I step my leg over, my knee will go to touch. As my knee goes to touch, my left arm goes in front of his body. I try to put my left elbow even on the ground. As I step, I go touch, and I try to bring my left knee to my left elbow. So my knee and my elbow here are pinching while I get my upper body control. Now, upper body control is just like before. Chin to his shoulder, and overhook and underhook, either connecting my hands, going for the gift wrap position, or going right for his collar. So again, if Kevin's, when he gets to the underhook, he goes to turn and face me, I step my knee over, my elbow comes down, as I step around. See how I have my elbow coming around his hip so that my right knee can act as a backstop, and my elbow and knee can pin to keep him tight. Because if he does try to keep going over the turtle, I have to be ready to connect and throw my hooks in and pull him back. So again, if we're in regular side, he can turn away, which directly exposes his back. But if he turns into face me, when he turns into face me, I can step over his head to clear, chin to the shoulder, get my connection. Again, my knee would go under his head, my chin would be low. I'm leaning just enough to step my leg over. If I feel like I can't step my leg over and hook, if like his knee to elbow is kind of blocking, kind of tight, I will put just my left knee on top of his hips here, and I'll sit first. So I'll sit, and then from that seated position with my knee already up, I can either recoil and take my heel across and lean to the other side. Other foot in. So we're gonna work our positional sparring one more time from side control. The person on bottom is gonna work their escapes. The person on top is focusing really on transitions to the mount and to the back. Obviously submissions are allowed, but if we're focused right now is just on get a transition to a different position. If we do transition, if anything hurts or we tap, or the person escapes, we'll restart. So we'll be back in 1 minute. Again, we'll do our grappling circuit, and we'll see you guys then.